Hey guys. So, yeah, I'm MM and yeah, I took my glasses off because I don't really need them at the moment. Um, yeah, so at the moment I've got my Twitter on that side of wait, that side of my screen and my sticky note of things to say on that side of the screen. So, I'm ready. So, this whole thing it's just because of that documentary that was made, you know? It's basically just it's just about the documentary. The documentary that ruined the fandom, as everyone is calling it, well, as I'm calling it. And basically, what happened is a documentary was made focusing on directioners. They took 10 directioners and found out what actually happens inside the fandom. After that, they pretty much just portrayed us as crazy, creepy stalkers who have nothing better to do with their lives other than stalk 5 guys who would never even know that they hurt us. Um, yeah, basically, that's what the whole documentary is about. And according to my helper, who helped me get to know what's been going on, because I haven't even seen the documentary yet, they had almost 20 minutes just talking about Larry. Now, as we all know, Larry is pretty much a fandom inside a fandom. And anybody who messes with Larry is pretty much dead. Okay, well, not literally. I'm starting to sound like, some kind of weirdo. But you just don't mess with Larry. Larry is just golden in this fandom. Not golden, but it's big in this fandom, It's a big part of our fandom. And it's just it's it's I don't get annoyed by Larry because it makes the fandom. Without Larry, the fandom wouldn't even be the same. Like, you directioners can just keep hating about it. Just tell them to, stop being so crazy, stop being so obsessed about it. It's never gonna happen. But if Larry was never there, like, admit it, you would miss it. You'd miss the fact that there isn't a crazy person on Twitter every day talking about Larry. I mean, me myself, I ship Nary. Niall and Harry all the way. But I also ship Larry only in a best friend sort of way. But anyway, I'm getting off track. Basically, the thing that annoyed me the most about them having Larry on the documentary was the fact that they seemed to think the whole fandom was like that. It was the fact that they thought the whole fandom is exactly like Larry shippers. It shouldn't have been. If they thought that was the case, it shouldn't have been called Crazy About One Direction. It should have been called Crazy About Larry. To be honest, that isn't the whole fandom. That is not the whole fandom. The whole fandom is not just Larry, okay? The whole fandom is, first of all, made up of Niall, Liam, Zayn, Louis, Harry, us directioners, Larry shippers, Leary shippers, ZM shippers, Neem shippers, Nary shippers, Zyle shippers, all these ships, they're what makes the fandom what the fandom is. And to be honest, we're all different. We all ship them in a different way. Like, there has been some intense things about Larry going around right now. And Yeah, there's been some intense things about Larry going around at the moment. And to be honest, I don't really get what the media gets from it. I don't know what they gain from it. Like, are they homophobic or something? Like, do they have something against homosexuals? If that's the case, like, don't let me intrude. Like, I don't have anything against homosexuals. Like, I don't have anything against them at all. But why would you care if we ship the two bandmates together? Like, it's not like we're shipping one of you with them. It's not like we're shipping you with someone gay. It's not like we're affecting you directly or personally. Like, if we are, sorry, we didn't know. It's probably indirectly or not on purpose. But Larry is just about Larry shippers, Louis and Harry. They're literally the only people affected in this, apart from the fandom and I guess the band. But other than that, what do you have to do with it? I mean, I guess they make you money, but that's as far as it goes. Like, do you have to look for bad publicity on them just to get money? I mean, if that's the case, go find a more reasonable job. Like, honestly, um, Larry is. You shouldn't have put Larry in the documentary. The documentary should have just been about the fans. That's all it should have been about. Like, I haven't seen it, not the whole thing. I've only seen 2 minutes of it, but even that 2 minutes was horrible for me. It just didn't portray who we really were. And to know that Larry was in that documentary as well, it's just, you shouldn't have put it there in the first place. I like, you shouldn't have put it there at all. No. And the sad thing is, the fact that you put it there, our fandom lost 14 lives. And I'm I'm just saying that shouldn't have happened. You can say that those girls overreacted, but at the same time you can't really say that because not everyone is the same and people support the things that they want in different ways. And those girls, they didn't just commit because you made Larry seem like a bad thing in the documentary. Those girls committed because that was just the last straw of everything. And by every, like, put yourself in their shoes. They're a directioner. They already get hate from everything. Like, just from that, right? They're a directioner. On top of that, they're a Larry shipper. So pretty much by being a directioner, they're getting hate from their peers. They're getting hate from people on Twitter. They're getting hate from other fandoms. They're getting hate from media. They're getting hurt because of the hate that One Direction gets. They're already getting all that kind of hate. Being a Larry shipper, they get hate from their own fandom. Now, you might not know what that means, but to me, that's like, that cuts even more deeper than being a directioner. I can handle the other fans, I can handle the haters, I can handle my classmates, my friends, I can handle strangers, but what I can't handle is my own fandom turning their back against me because they're pretty much a second family to me. And yes, it sounds cheesy and it sounds like something that comes out of a fan fiction, but to be honest, I don't care. Those 14 girls lost their lives today, and I just want to say rest in peace, Larry shippers. I wish you are happy wherever you are right now. And to the Larry shippers that are watching this, don't give up. Just hang in there because there is a reason you ship Larry as much as you do. And to be honest, that reason is personally yours. Like, I don't have a right to know that reason. Nobody has a right to know that reason. You love Larry because you love Larry. You love, you just, I can't even explain it at the moment, and I doubt you can. To be honest, just hang in there, stay strong. If you need to talk to anybody, my ears are always open. Doesn't matter if you just met me now or if you've been sticking with my blog for a while. I'll listen to anybody and I'll be glad to help. Anybody in this fandom is a friend of mine. I don't need to know your name. I don't need to know who you are. I don't need to meet you. I don't need to have just met you, or I don't need to have known you forever to listen, because like I said, this fandom is a second family to me. So if you need any help, just come talk to me. I really don't mind. And yeah, I just stay strong there, Larry shippers. Like, you've got me and the whole fandom ahead of you, behind you, I mean, and we're there for you to support you. And I guess this is all Channel 4's fault. They should not have made that documentary. They shouldn't have, like, they shouldn't even have thought of doing that. Like, I guess we know, I guess it would have been all right. Sorry. I guess it would have been all right if they just focused on how crazy we are on Twitter, or the hate that we get, or the hate that we send to other fandoms. That would have been alright, because let's just grow up and admit it. We can be rude and ruthless sometimes. And it would have been fine to focus on that, but to focus on what actually goes inside the fandom, that kind of just takes that other step into the problem. And to be honest, where are they now? Where is Channel 4 now? Have you heard anything from them? I haven't. Why attack us when you know we're gonna fight back? Because to be honest, I think that's what's going on right now. They've made a documentary, they published it, they've posted it, and now they're gone. Like, I don't know where they are now. They expected this from us. They expected that we were gonna react, and to be honest, I don't care for giving them what they want, because this is what we want right now. We want to be able to show them how much they've destroyed our fandom. Like, to be honest, from the TCAs, our fandom was already kind of shaky from there, but this was just like the cherry on top. I just keep saying it over and over again on Twitter. When you insult us, when you insult our fandom, our boys, like, when you insult anything that has to do with One Direction or us Directioners, what exactly do you expect us to do? Do you expect us to sit down and say, huh, yeah, you're right, I'm sorry, thank you for opening up my mind to your retarded comments? Is that what you expect us to do? Because I can tell you right now, that ain't happening. There is just no way on this earth, no way on this planet that that is happening. No way. What else did you expect us to do? Cry? Forget about it? Forget the fact that you insulted the 5 boys that we love? Yeah, no, not happening either. If you insult us, if you attack us, if you do anything to hurt anybody part of this fandom, including the boys, we will fight back. We do not care who you are. You've hurt one of us, and we stick up for our family. We do not just sit down and let people walk all over us, and that is why we're known as the rudest and ruthless fandom at the moment. Because, to be honest, we're not going to let anything stop us. We're determined to do what we do, and you're not going to stop us. Yes, I know that sounded deathly, stalkerish, that sounded like I was gonna kill anybody who touched me, but to be honest, I just want the media to get the message. I just want them to know how much they've destroyed my second family. I just want them to know that I just want them to know my thoughts, because at the moment I am not a happy camper. And if any of the boys see this, I'm really sorry if this isn't what you expected. I love you boys, but I love this fandom just as much, because this fandom helps me get closer to you. And wow, that sounded so much like a stalker. What I meant was this fandom helps me become a better fan for you, I guess. And I hope you don't listen to that documentary. Um, I hope that the documentary doesn't change your opinion on us. I know we've already hurt you enough by invading your privacy and everything. And I'm sorry for that. But honestly, Niall, Louis, Harry, Zane, Liam, I love you guys. We love you guys. And I just want you to know that, like, from the bottom of my heart. Know that I love you all, and this fandom loves you, and we do the things we do because we love you. And I'm starting to sound like a movie, but it's true. Um, I hope you're praying for those 14 people who died, those 14 Directioners, those 14 fans. Um, yeah, that was to the boys. And to the media, just leave us alone. What do you gain from annoying us? What do you gain from this documentary? To be honest, as much as I see, the thing you gain from this documentary is a bunch of crazy, mad, furious Directioners who are out for blood. And to be honest, I would change your name. Like, I would literally change my name if I were you. Because I might not do it, but there are some hardcore Directioners out there who will, like, obviously from the documentary you guys made, there are some hardcore Directioners out there who will stop at nothing to get revenge from anybody. You've seen what we've done to the GQ, the Mirror. You've seen what's happening. You've seen the insides of it, well, sort of. But we love this voice. We love this boys, and there is nothing you can do that will stop us. We are a fandom, not a group you can criticize and get away with it. We will fight back. We will not just take it all in, because to be honest, we're not like the band. We're not One Direction. We haven't got a reputation to keep up. We already have a bad reputation of being the ruthless, rudest fandom. So honestly, what else can you take away from us? Hmm? Nothing. So, to be honest, come at us, because you don't know the story. You don't know what we go through. You don't know how many hours in the early morning, in the late night that we stay up just to get a chance, just a chance, not a guarantee, just to get a chance at being tweeted by the boys. It's not even a follow anymore. Just to get a chance for the boys to see our tweets. You have no idea how many hours we spend devoted to the boys, to our blogs, our Tumblrs, our Instagrams, our Twitters. You have no idea how much hard work we put into this. You have no idea how many books are out there that deserve to be published, even though they're a fan fiction. You have no idea how talented some of our Directioners are at writing. You have no idea how talented they are at some of this IT stuff. Like, honestly, some of our Directioners, they can get a job at the FBI. We're we're the way we are, and I'm happy about it. I wouldn't trade this fandom for anything. And to be honest, what you did with the whole documentary thing, that was a huge mistake. I am completely against it. I didn't like how you portrayed our fandom. The fandom is not always like that. That is not the whole fandom. That is 10 people from our fandom of 9.9 million. That was an inaccurate documentary. You did not have all the facts. You did not have all the members. You did not have the whole story. That was a complete fluke. And I think no one should listen to whatever the documentary said. Because to be honest, it's pointless.